What happens when undercover owner reveals he's the boss after being rejected at his own store? Let's dive to see. Brandon had always been a quiet man with a strong heart. Every day he woke up before the sun to work on his dream, a small store in a busy town. He loved his store and worked hard to make it a place where people felt welcome and safe. Yet he hid a secret. He was the owner. Brandon believed that his work would speak for itself, so he walked among his staff as just another helper. Each morning, Brandon wore a plain cap and a simple shirt. He listened carefully to the stories of his workers, lending a kind ear and a gentle smile. His heart was full of hope and care, and his eyes shone with a soft light that made everyone feel valued. The store, known as Bright Days Market, grew to be a small haven of trust and warmth. People came not only for the goods, but for the honest service they received. And in the middle of it all was Brandon, the man who quietly made it all happen. One cold afternoon, as rain pattered softly on the pavement, a twist of fate unfolded. Brandon, in his usual disguise, stepped behind the counter to help out. The store was busy, and a customer named Marcus walked in with a troubled look. Marcus had visited the store many times, but today his eyes held sorrow. He stood at the counter and, in a low voice, asked for help with a refund. The store manager, Sam, was away on a break, and Brandon was the only one there. Marcus frowned and said, "I don't want to talk to you. Go away." His tone was harsh and cold. At that moment, Brandon felt his heart break a little. His soul ached as if it were a mirror of the rain outside, each drop echoing the sound of rejection. With a heavy sigh, Brandon stepped back, letting the words sink in. In his heart, he knew that the rejection was not just for the refund. It was a sign of deeper hurt. Marcus had no idea who was standing before him. He did not know that the kind helper was also the person who had built this store from the ground up. This incident was the first hook, a moment when hidden truths and deep emotions began to stir. Brandon wondered why a simple customer would speak so harshly to someone who had always been kind. His eyes filled with tears as he remembered long nights of worry and days of hard work. It was a moment that made him question if his dream was losing its shine. Yet, underneath that pain, there was a spark of determination. Brandon decided that he could not let a moment of rejection erase all that he had built. Over the next few days, whispers and stories started to spread among the staff and the loyal customers. Everyone sensed that something was not right at the store. There was a tension in the air, a quiet sadness that did not belong. Brandon, who had always kept his identity hidden, began to see that the truth was waiting to be told. The second hook came as the truth started to unfold. In a heartfelt meeting with his trusted friend Connor, Brandon spoke in a soft yet firm tone. "I have lived among you for many years, unseen. I gave all I had to this store, but I was hurt when I was turned away. It is time you know who I truly am." Connor, who had always been a loyal worker, looked up with wide eyes. He felt the weight of Brandon's words in his heart. In that moment, the room grew silent, as if waiting for something extraordinary to happen. Brandon took a deep breath, and his voice wavered with honest emotion. "I am the owner of Bright Days Market. I walked among you not to hide, but to learn. I wanted to know your struggles, your dreams, and your hopes. I wanted to be one with the people who made this place a home." The news struck like a sudden storm. The employees, who had seen Brandon as a friend, now looked at him with a mix of surprise and respect. They remembered his gentle words and his silent strength. Some felt regret for their earlier indifference, while others felt hope that the truth had finally come to light. In that small room behind the counter, the truth unfolded like a soft melody, touching every heart with its honest tune. As days turned to weeks, the store slowly healed. The memory of that painful afternoon became a lesson in truth and acceptance. Marcus, the customer who had once been cold, returned one day with a look of remorse. He approached Brandon, his eyes filled with quiet apology, and said, "I did not know. I was lost in my own hurt. Please forgive me." Brandon, with a tender smile, replied softly, "We all have our moments of pain. Let us learn from them and move on." His words were like warm rays of light breaking through dark clouds. Bright Days Market grew stronger as everyone learned to share their truth and listen to one another. Brandon's secret had been a heavy burden, but its reveal brought new hope and a deeper bond among all who worked there. The store became not just a place of trade, but a place where every person felt seen, heard, and valued. In time, Brandon's story of hidden identity and heartfelt reveal became a quiet legend in the town. A reminder that truth, no matter how hard it may seem at first, can heal wounds and bring people together. His gentle journey showed that every rejection can lead to a deeper understanding, and every moment of pain can be a stepping stone to something better. And so, in the gentle light of each new day, the store and its people carried on with a renewed spirit, remembering that the heart always finds its way home. That's the story, friends. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a pleasure sharing it with you all. Don't forget to comment below and let me know where you're watching from. It's always fun to see the global reach of these stories. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button for more amazing stories, tips, and tricks. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. If you'd like to show some extra love, tap the 3 dots near the share button and send a super thanks.